Welcome to my YouTube channel, Social Critic. I am Prashanth Kumar. Let us discuss about the 10th and social science. As usual, we are discussing the different topics of 10th standard. Today, let us discuss about the 11th chapter of Geography, Indian Natural Disasters. So here, in this natural disasters, we have to discuss about different types of natural disasters like the cyclone, flood, landslides, etc. All these things we will discuss in this topic. So here I made two videos. In the first video, so we are discussing about what is the meaning of natural disaster, and then cyclones, floods, landslides. So about this we will discuss, and the second video there we will discuss about coastal erosion and mainly about earthquake. So these are the two videos here, and now let us start with the natural disaster. So what is a natural disaster? Meaning, the natural hazards which create widespread destruction. Here the natural disaster is a natural hazard. It is a naturally occurring thing, that one. So that create a widespread destruction, huge destruction. So when the human being go against the nature, automatically nature get angry and create this destruction. Yeah, many times not only human being, in the nature itself it happens. Yeah, and so this disaster may be the natural or man-made. The causes may be natural or may be man-made. But here, this earthquake, volcano, tsunami or landslides, see all these. So that creates huge destruction. Yeah, and these natural disasters are infrequent and also unpredictable. We can't predict it. But if we know about these natural disasters, the damage may be reduced. So we have to learn about that. We have to get knowledge about that. The better knowledge about these natural disasters reduce the damage. Okay, so here we will discuss about cyclones, floods, landslides, coastal erosion and earthquake. Yeah, so these are the main natural disasters which create huge destruction in India. Next, first of all, let us discuss about cyclones. What are cyclones actually? Cyclone is the wind blows spirally inwards towards the center of the low pressure area. Actually here, at a particular place, temperature increases. As a result of increase in temperature, pressure decreases. So for example, here in this picture you can see in this area, in the center, temperature increases and pressure decreases. When pressure decreases from the surrounding area, where the high pressure area, from there winds start to rush towards center. When we pour water into the wash basin, what happens? Directly the water will not go. It will rotate. Spirally it will go inwards to the center. Like that, from the outside, wherever the high pressure area, from there winds start to rush toward the center, and while rushing it will go spirally. So cyclic way. So it is called a cyclone. Actually two types here. One cyclone and another one anticyclone. The wind which blow toward the center, it is a cyclone. From the center, if it is going outside, that is anticyclone. In 8th standard you learnt about this. So that is the spiral movement of the wind. So there it creates the huge damage. And see, these cyclones are two types, that is tropical cyclone and temperate cyclone. In tropical area the cyclone comes as a tropical cyclone, in temperate area it is a temperate cyclone. Yeah, and the tropical cyclones are more common in India. In India we can see the tropical cyclones. And what are the causes for that? High temperature, as I told, when the temperature increases, pressure decreases. So that creates this cyclone, blow of wind from high pressure to low pressure area. High temperature is the one reason. Calm air. Yeah, calm air also the another reason. High saturated air. So mainly it is because of the air and the pressure in the air, depending upon that, this movement of the wind. Yeah. And here, from high pressure area, the wind is rushed towards a low pressure area. So at that time, this wind blows so fast. So what are the effects of this? Loss of life and property. When the cyclone comes, with the cyclone, many times what happens in the coastal region, cloud also comes. So with that heavy wind, heavy rainfall also. When these two comes together, high wind and heavy rainfall, both creates huge destruction. And many times the vehicles, the houses, buildings, etc. Will be damaged and it will fly. So loss of life and property here. You can see how many houses, some houses went. Damage to buildings, damage to transport and communication system. For roads, bridges, everything damaged. As a result, transport system damages and communication, towers, etc. will get damaged. Disrupt the power supply. So power supply, the wires, etc. which will damage. Power supply will not be there. Destroy crops, vegetation, animals, etc. So everything will be damaged. So that is the main effect. And where it is distributed, especially in the coastal areas of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and West Bengal. And especially here you can see tropical cyclones develop in the Bay of Bengal. Every year you can see that one. And eastern coastal region are more prone to cyclones. So here you can see the areas Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, West Bengal, all these are in eastern coastal region. Only a few cyclones develop in the Arabian Sea. Here the tropical cyclones occur mainly in India during the northeast monsoon season. The southwest monsoon, which finish in the month of October, etc. September and October it will finish. Then this monsoon winds start to retreat. Sorry. So that is the northeast monsoon in the month of October, November. So that starts to retreat. At that time the cyclones come. And in the month of May and June, because of high temperature, only few cyclones we can observe. So how can we prevent it? So actually it is not possible to prevent it. Not possible to stop it. It's a natural phenomenon. And definitely it is not possible to stop. So against the nature we can't. Wind, fire, water, in these two we can't stop. But some preventive measures we can take. People should keep in touch with radio, TV and other communicated lines. So any weather forecast, that one they have to listen. And if it is the sign of, if it is the news of this cyclone, etc., those who are in the low-lying areas or in the dangerous areas, they have to move from there and provide temporary shelters for them. They should be shifted from that area. Otherwise, what happens in the low-lying areas, water will be filled because of heavy rainfall. Cyclone-proof structures can be constructed. Cyclone-proof structures, because of the heavy wind, it should not be damaged. Such structures, technology development is. And mangrove forest, especially on the coastal region, in the delta regions, there, if we develop mangrove forests, the temperature will not increase that much, and it will stop the speed of the wind. And other deep-rooted trees can be grown along the coastline. So trees necessary, which will reduce the temperature, global warming. As a result, cyclones can be stopped. So these are the main thing we have to do. And if we have that forest, the impact of this wind, the speed, which will reduce. And with that, another thing is soil erosion can be stopped. So these are the preventive measures for this cyclone. Next we have discussed about flood. So another biggest natural disaster, every year it is happening. Flood. What is flood? Inundation of land by river water. Inundation of land by river water. River water overflow to the land. Yes. And one part of the country or the other has to face the floods almost every year. Every year we can see in North Karnataka or in West Bengal, Bihar, etc. So it is common. Every year we can observe it. So this year also we observed in Hyderabad, etc. How much damage it in North Karnataka, how much damage it made. Yeah. What are the causes for this? These causes can be divided into two: natural cause and man-made cause. Natural cause, which are the natural causes? Heavy rainfall. Because of the heavy rainfall, the capacity to hold the water in the river is very less. Now it will overflow. Melting of snow is also in North India. Melting of snow because of high temperature. When the snow melts and that water will flow into the river, and the capacity, how much it is there, more than that water when it comes, so it will overflow. And tropical cyclones. Because of the cyclone, what happens? Heavy rainfall. With that, the water comes more and so results in flood. Cloudburst, same, heavy rainfall. Blockage of the free flow of river water. When the river water is flowing, there any blockage there, so immediately it will come up. Silting riverbeds. Because of soil erosion, silt accumulates in the riverbed. As a result, capacity to hold the water reduces and it will come up. Yeah? And man-made cause, deforestation. Because of deforestation, cutting of forest, the roots which hold the soil will not be there. As a result, soil erosion increases. This soil will settle in the river bed. As a result, capacity to hold the water in the river reduces and results in flood. Yeah? Many years back, these floods were not there, only very less, but now it is increasing because of these things. Soil erosion. Faulty irrigation also results in soil erosion. And faulty agriculture practice also. All these things in soil erosion. Breaching of barrages. There, barrages, etc., if it is breaches or damages, it will open and water rush into the river and which will overflow. Rapid urbanization. Because of the urbanization, we will not look at the nature. Continuously we damage the nature. How much it will bear? So one day it will get angry and show its anger in this way. So because of our greediness, it is happening. So that is these are the causes for the flood. Okay. Next we have to discuss about the effects. What are the effects of flood? You can see here how much water is coming. So loss of life and property is common. See, if you observe the effects of all these natural disasters, common. Yeah. Loss of life and property, damage to crops, vegetation, etc. Breakdown of communication and power system, and dislocation of transport system, soil erosion, the disruption of essential services, etc. And along with this, another one we can add in cyclone also, and here also, dear students, here the effects, especially after this flood or cyclone, earthquake, whatever it may be, there another damage comes under the biggest problem: epidemics. Spreading diseases will come. Everywhere water will store and mosquitoes will develop or virus will develop. So as a result, many diseases will come that will spread there. So there is another danger there because of these natural disasters. Okay, so these are commonly, while writing the exam also, you can write common all these things. Most of the cases it is common. So these are the effects of flood actually. Next, flood prone areas. Which areas having more flood? That one we have to see. So here, the Ganga Brahmaputra river basin. There we can see, there are some states like Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Assam, etc. There molten ice will flow in the river. In the rainy season, rainy water. So like that. And another one, Satluj, Beas, Ravi, Chenab river basins in Punjab areas. Yeah, and Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, in these areas we can see that. Then deltaic regions of Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri rivers. Yeah, so they include in Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. In these areas you can see. Lower parts of Narmada, Tapati, and Tapati river basins. Yeah, so there mainly the peninsular India. In Peninsular India, floods common. In Gujarat and Peninsular India, it is common. And because of sudden heavy rainfall, it happens. Okay, can we control it? How to control? Mainly, the causes we know, man-made causes especially. So human beings themselves, they can do it. They can solve. Deforestation is the cause. Afforestation is the solution. Afforestation in the catchment areas. Yeah, so it's very important one. So afforestation reduces many natural disasters. And construction of dams across the river. By construction of dams, this flow of water can be reduced and it will be diverted to other areas through canals. Then construction of embankments. Yeah, so that is inundation of water from the river itself. So on the river banks, building the walls. Yeah, wall-like structure. By that, it is possible to reduce that overflow of water. Yeah, especially in the human residential areas or settlement areas and agricultural lands. There we can do it. And flood forecasting and early warning. Whenever the flood comes, early warning through the radio, TV, etc. announcement they have to make, and those who are in low-lying areas, they have to be shifted in that area to highlands. Okay, these are the main flood control measures we can do it. Yeah. Then another natural disaster, landslides. Friends, the landslides, the sliding of land mass along steep slopes of hill or mountains. Sliding of land. Recently in Kodagu, we observed that. In many areas, we observed many houses. So how much damage, everything, we know that. Yeah, and it involves a downward sliding or falling of mass of soil, rock, or debris. Yeah, so it is because of the gravity, it is coming down. What are the causes for that? Here again we divide into natural causes and human causes, human forces. Natural forces. Sea waves erosion of a cliff. Yeah, sea wave erosion of a sea cliff. On the sea shore, the sea waves that continuously hit and erode that land. That is in the landslide. It results in the landslide. Earthquake. Because of the earthquake shaking of the earth, the loose lands will come down. Earth sliding, landsliding will happen. Heavy rainfall also results. Because of the heavy rainfall, what happens? Mainly because of the deforestation, etc. Between the lands or the tree roots are, through that area, water will go inside, which will make the land loose and automatically it will come down. Mainly, the human being, because of greediness, they are constructing resorts, etc. in the hilly areas. Because of that, the soil become nowadays JCB, etc. very easy to level the land. So there these problems comes. So human forces, deforestation, construction of roads, railway lines, dams and reservoirs. So because of that, all these things. Hydel power projects, mining, quarrying. So totally we want to make profit. We are not looking at the damage, whatever it is happening to the nature. So there, because of all these works, whatever we do for our comfort, so it is happening. So these are the causes. Effect. What is the effect? So you can see how the roads will go, etc. Blocking of roads and railway lines. Because of the landslide, the big rocks and soil will collect on the road. That is one type of blocking. And the one roads will go like this. The reconstruction necessary. Burying of human settlements and vegetation. Human settlements, houses, etc. burying inside that. Big hills will come and settle on that. Loss of life and property. So these are the main effects of this landslide. And where it is distributed. Yeah. So mainly Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and northeastern states we can see. Yeah, Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and northern eastern states, northeastern states. So can we stop it? Preventive measures. So mainly slope reduction. If it is sudden steep, chances are more to this landslide. So slope reduction, we have to reduce the slope. Step by step we have to make it. Prevention of rock falls along the highways and other places. Anywhere rock, if it is the dangerous one there, so we have to remove it and we have to make it confirmed. There should not be any rock which is falling there. Avoiding of mining and quarrying activities near the steep slopes. In the steep areas, we have to avoid quarrying activities. Quarrying means cutting the stones and taking it. Granite. Then this one, mining also we should stop there, because we have to dig the earth. So water will go inside. It will be resulted in the landslide. And human settlement and building areas, it should not be these quarrying and mining areas. Yeah, and massive reforestation. We have to compulsory do it, reforestation and deforestation. Sorry, afforestation. Reforestation, afforestation, very important. Not in slow way. In fast, we have to do it. So these are the preventive measures of this landslide. So these are some natural disasters. Next, immediately, so I will upload another video about the natural disasters only, about coastal erosion and earthquake. So I will end this video with this one. Thank you for watching, and next video definitely it will come immediately, and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for the next video. Thank you very much.